The art of being unbothered is the best character a powerful woman can possess. A lot of people end up being bothered because they do not understand the power they hold by setting boundaries and not allowing everyone have access to their emotions. When you are unbothered, nobody gets the power to tweak you. Nobody gets the power to make you react because they don't even know what makes you react. And if you want to be powerful, if you want to be successful, and if you want to be someone in life, you have to learn to be unbothered because people will talk. They will say good things, they will say bad things, they will say things that are the truth, they will say things that are lies, they will say things that are downright evil. And if you keep giving your attention and keep spending your emotion on the different things that people say, you end up standing still in one position, wasting your time trying to over-explain, trying to give the truth to people who do not care about the truth, trying to explain yourself to people who do not care about you, people who just want what to say. Because as you know, everybody has a mouth and everybody has the authority to talk. You are the one who is in control of your life, and you are the one to decide if you want to spend your energy on things that are worthwhile or spend your energy on people who are not worth your time. One example of someone who is very unbothered and has mastered the art of being unbothered is Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber went from being called stalker, untalented, the friend of the popular Kardashian, the wife of Justin Bieber, to becoming the owner of a $1 billion skincare brand, becoming a fashion icon and the it girl of a generation. She didn't do this by being bothered. She didn't do this by wasting her time explaining herself to everybody who said something about her. If she had spent all her time explaining herself to the different people who had things to say about her, she won't have the opportunity to move forward, and she won't even have the courage to start a brand which became a $1 billion brand in 3 years. Even when Hailey Bieber started her brand Road Skin, she was told explicitly that her brand was going to fold in 1 year. But she wasn't bothered. She didn't let what people say affect her emotion. She didn't let what people say decide what she was going to do because she mastered the art of being unbothered. If she had listened to people, she wouldn't have built a brand which is worth $1 billion in 3 years. And even when the brand was becoming successful, these same people said that the reason why her product was being sold out was because she just dropped 10 or 20 products and said sold out, that her brand is not successful. And she still didn't come to explain anything. She still didn't come to show us her income or how much the brand has earned. The only time people got to know how much her brand has earned was when she sold her brand for $1 billion to Elf Beauty. And that was when the income of her brand for 1 year was said to be $212 million. Why? Because she didn't see the need to explain herself to people who don't matter. She didn't see the need to explain herself to people who are not the authority builders in the goal that she wants to achieve. An unbothered woman has her priorities set straight. She doesn't waste her emotion on people who do not matter. She doesn't waste her explanation on people who shouldn't even have access into her life. Your emotions are very, very important. And as a woman who wants to be in power, who wants to stay her power, and who wants to be successful, you need to understand that not everybody should have the right to your emotion. Men will tell you that the reason why a woman should not lead is because she's an emotional being and she allows her emotion dictate her activity. When you're a woman who wants to be powerful, you need to learn how to be unbothered. You need to learn how to control your emotion and control people who come in contact with your emotion. You need to learn the art of detachment. You need to learn how to detach yourself from certain things, not to be cold, but how to understand people that you should care about and people you shouldn't care about. Even when Hailey Bieber sold her brand for $1 billion, the same people moved on to say that she was just the face of the brand and she wouldn't earn anything. They aimed to say that she was going to earn just 10 million and she was going to earn just 5 million from the $1 billion sales of her brand. Why? Because it is not her, it is them. They don't want to know the truth. They do not care about the truth. They just want to say what they want to say, and they want to believe what they want to believe. If she had wasted her time trying to explain herself to people who did not care, that is when she's going to fail, because she's going to be stagnant and she's not going to have the time to focus on her goal. So you need to understand that not everybody deserves your time, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't care. They just want to talk. And when you waste your time replying to them, you are going to end up at the same position that you have been a long time back without moving forward, because you wasted all your time explaining yourself to people who don't matter. You don't become unbothered in one day. It's an art you practice over time till it becomes a part of you. Now, how exactly do you become unbothered? How exactly do you learn the art of being unbothered? The first step is to have internal validation as your priority. Don't look outside for your validation. Don't wait for outsiders to tell you you are good to go. Don't wait for people outside to tell you you're the best. Don't wait for people outside to validate whatever you want to do. Don't wait for them to tell you you can go ahead to build that brand. Don't wait for them to tell you you are good enough to start that YouTube channel. No, your internal validation is what you need. You need to be the one to tell yourself, yes, it is good. Yes, I am good enough. Yes, I can move forward. Because if you keep waiting for external people to validate you, you end up not making a move, because nobody is going to validate you, because different people are going to tell you different things. You meet 4 people. The first person tells you yes, the second person tells you no, the third person tells you maybe, the fourth person tells you I don't know. And at the end of the day, you are still going to be the one to make the choice. Else you're going to keep on waiting for someone to make that choice for you, and you end up doing nothing. So first of all, to become unbothered, you have to ensure and understand that your internal validation is the only thing you need. You don't need any validation from any outsider. Step 2, your silence is your power. Control your emotion. Do not react to everything. Do not give everybody the opportunity to know what triggers you. Do not give everybody the opportunity to be able to trigger you. Do not give everybody the opportunity for their words to affect you, for their words to affect how you live your life, for their words to affect the decisions that you make in your life. Sometimes you don't even need to reply. You just need to keep quiet. Your silence is not weakness. It's your power. It's your boundary. It prevents people from affecting you. Third step is to understand that not everyone deserves an explanation. You don't need to waste your time explaining yourself to every Dick and Harry on the street. You don't need to waste your time trying to twist or convert everybody from whatever lie they believe to believe your truth. You don't need to waste your time talking to everybody. Not everybody is the main priority in your decision making. Not everybody is the main person you should focus on when you are trying to achieve your goal. If Hailey Bieber has wasted her time trying to convince people of the internet that road skin was selling, instead of focusing her mind on how to build her brand and then talk to the people who are the main decision makers, which is the elf beauty team, she's going to stand wherever she is and never move forward, because she's going to waste the time she was supposed to use to build her brand to keep explaining to people on the internet that her brand was good, when she didn't need to waste her time with people that were not going to pay her $1 billion. In that same way, you have to understand that not everybody needs you to explain to them. People can believe whatever they want to believe. They can say whatever they want to say. You just have to know the truth. You just have to focus on yourself. The fourth step is to practice detachment. Be detached from certain things. Do not allow everything trigger you. Do not allow everything have an effect on you. Not what everybody says and not every word you hear should be the words you put into consideration when making your decision. It shouldn't affect whatever you want to do. It shouldn't affect however you live your life. It shouldn't affect the things that you do in your life. It shouldn't even affect how you speak and how you carry yourself. Do not allow what people say or what people think decide how you live your life. Step 5, you need to focus on the goal. Even if nobody is seeing that goal, even if nobody believes in that goal, you need to not care about what they think. You need to not care about what they say. You need to focus on what you're seeing. You need to focus on your goal. Focus on what you want to achieve without waiting for anybody's validation. Sepsis, you need to see the big picture yourself. Nobody is going to see that big picture for you. If you keep waiting for somebody to see that big picture for you, you're going to keep being bothered by what they see and what they say and what they tell you that picture is going to be. And you may end up not even getting yourself into the picture. So you need to be the one to see that big picture yourself. You need to be the one to see yourself as a big influencer. You need to be the one to see yourself as the owner of 100,000 subscriber YouTube channel. You need to be the one to see yourself as the owner of a $1 billion skincare brand. Nobody is going to see that big picture for you. And if you keep waiting for people to see that big picture for you, you might just end up never being in the big picture, because nobody is going to see that big picture the way you are going to see it, and nobody is going to see that big picture the way you want them to see it. And some people might never even agree that you can ever have a big picture, because they are going to tell you, no, this is not possible. And when you keep being bothered and keep allowing yourself to be influenced by what they say, you end up not achieving anything. Ensure you learn to not allow your decisions and your activity be influenced or governed by what people say. Be unbothered and fly to the sky. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more mindset videos, and see you in my next video. Bye.